Welcome back, everybody. My name is Grace, or Gibby, whatever you prefer, and this video is a complete guide to the Snugglefest seasonal event, which is, happens during Valentine's Day and that general time of the year. This guide is up to date until 2023. Past that, it may be out of date if you're looking at this long in the future. This guide is also in two parts. I've got this video going through verbally and showing footage of all the quests. I've also got a Google Doc linked in the description, which has a written list with hyperlinked info subs for every item available. That being said, I'm going to get right into it. So what you're seeing now is the 8 portrait quest. This quest has a ton of gear, and most of it is pretty boring, so I'm going to blast through some of it. There's the Snuggle Shiv, Snuggle Star, Snuggle Staff, Mighty Heartbreaker Axe, Mystic Heartbreaker Axe, the Heartbreaker Axe, the Tough Love Hammer, the Tough Love Scythe, and the Tough Love Wand. All of those are 20 proc fire weapons of different elements with different flavor effects. There's also the Hartana, the Axel Rosethorn Lance, and Love's Attraction, which are a light sword that's 20 proc, water lance that's 15 proc, an energy staff that's 20 proc, as well as the Bow of Hearts and the Card of Hearts. These are both 100 proc ranged bow and magic wand, which have an MC to deal 7.5% bonus damage against monsters that have no charisma. Those are pretty useful. Everything else is just generic. If you like the art, you can use it. Otherwise, not very good. For armors, we have the Yandere Snuggle Bear, which is a Z token fully offensive fire armor that does 7.5% extra damage if the foe is stunned. Pretty terrible. Cherub, fully defensive Z token wind armor with 3 modes, one that blinds and burn and has a skill that burns and Ellie seeks, or burns and toggles berserk, one that has control auto attacks and does an Ellie bomb and Ellie scramble skill, and one that does normal full damage and has a harm damage skill. There's the Cherub Horns wind spell, which also has an SP version, and it pays some damage to inflict the daze. It's quite bad. There's the Cherub Protection, which is a healing spell, which uses intellect or endurance. Use the SP version instead of the MP version. And it loses 20% of its healing to apply a 2-turn, 0.25% damage Ellie shield. That affects all elements on the player, so it's useful. There's the Deck of Hearts, which is an energy SP spell that uses charisma for damage. Psycho Candy Hearts, a spell with a slight SP cost, but it follows your weapon element for a damage penalty. And it scales up to level 145, as well as the Gallant's Heart Shield, which is a fire shield with an energy secondary that also gives 7 paralysis and control resistance. It only goes up to minus 24% for fire, though. And finally, the Snuggle Hearts Shield, which is a fire shield with plus 20 burn potency. The 2008 quest, Love Potion 729, has no difficult monsters. They're all underleveled. The rewards are the Rose in Full Bloom, which is a fire pet that has an accurate damage mode and a burn and berserk combo status mode that trades half damage to inflict those statuses. It's quite good for burn. The Carnation in Full Bloom is an energy accurate damage pet that can toggle to do control and inflict a base 50% control at a plus 20 save, so it's unlikely to inflict. The Lavender Fun Full Bloom is a dark pet that toggles between an accurate damage mode and a dark resistance based blind. It's base 15 2 turns. Love Potion 729 is a neutral misc item that pays 34 SP per turn to give 50 charisma, and has a quick cast spammable ability that pays 331 SP to inflict 1 turn of 100% control on the monster. It's a great free-to-play stun option. The 2009 quest is Hans in Love, and there are no notable monsters, and it simply rewards the Everglade Troll, which is a fully offensive water-earth compression armor, and it has a 9% chance to daze any foe with attacks or spells. The armor attack is 1 hit and at a minus 5 bonus to hit lean. The 2010 quest is Amoria Appears. There are no notable monsters, all underleveled, and the reward is the Summon Amoria spell, which scales to 150, and it makes an MP costing guest that attacks with fire and has a 10% chance of a wind element control attack at a plus 10 save. The 2011 quest is Love Bug. There are no notable monsters, everything's underleveled, and the reward is the Baby Clang Energy Pet, which maxes out at level 133, and the level 133 version is Guardian, so it's not even good for adventurers. The 2012 quest is called Blackheart, and there are no notable monsters. They're all underleveled, and there are 3 rewards. A Blackheart Energy Sword, which is a 20 proc energy sword maxing out at level 145. Mr. Banjo's Still Stalks, which is a darkness pet, which is completely normal, maxes out at level 145. And the Charm of Adoration, which is a neutral misc that pays 98 SP per turn to have a 45% chance to inflict a plus 20 save paralyze. It's very bad. 2013 quest is Matchmaker, and there are no notable monsters, and you fight in Galanoth form. If you use his skill, it speedruns the quest. The rewards are the Flaming Bouquet, which is a 20 proc melee fire weapon with a bleed special, the Box of Chocolates, a dark shield that goes up to 25 dark resist, and has a damage skill for 392 SP. It's locked to range and has 1.68 LE comp, so it's actually a pretty reasonable damage option. It's also a normal type skill, so it can be imbued. Finally, there's the Love Machine pet, which is a fire pet with a completely random damage lean, and has a base 17% chance to inflict fear based off fire resistance. The fear is 100% chance and has charisma versus charisma save. The 2014 quest is What Does Igneox Say? There are no notable monsters, except they are scaled to level 150. It's a humorous quest. I think it's worth reading through and playing through. The rewards are the Love Grip Blade, which is a 20 proc melee fire sword, as well as the Love's Grip Longbow, which is a 100 proc ranged fire bow with a -6 bonus to hit lean. It's not MC'd though, so it's not as good as it sounds for general no upkeep damage. The 2015 quest is called Tweenie Nightmare, and the notable monster is a 30k HP light monster who can take away your pets, but you only have to deal 10k damage at a time, and it has 3 phases. It's a little bit funny. I didn't like it that much, but it was okay. The rewards are the Love Hammer and the Heart Scepter, which are 20 proc fire weapons for melee and magic. The hammer has a -5 BTH lean, and the scepter has a +3 BTH lean. The 2016 quest is called Date Night, and there are many Moglin ghosts, and a strong dark boss with fear at the end, but it has no boss boost, damage cap, or freedom. This was a very humorous quest, I thought, worth reading through depending on your sense of humor. The 3 rewards are the overheated and underheated baby bottle, which are a fire and ice 100 proc ice wand, or a 100 proc ranged wand with a 20 proc true special. Both are 1 hit with a +5 BTH lean for the attack and the special, both of them. There's the Snugglefest 2016 commemorative spoon, which is a 100 proc magic wind wand with a 20 proc 2 special. Both have a BTH lean of +5 and +10 on the special. The Necromantic Wah spell, which is a 3-hit charisma-based wind spell with a +10 bonus to hit lean. The 2017 quest is called Troofles and Troubles. There are no notable monsters except some energy Troofles which have celerity and initiative. The Snugglefest 2017 commemorative spoon is the first reward, and it's a 100 proc magic energy wand with a 20 proc Turu special. Both are 2 hits. The Troofle is an energy pet with a -5 bonus to hit lean and a 10% chance of giving itself celerity. It has a save though, charisma versus charisma. The Troofle Fur is an energy mist that defends against energy damage by 50%, gives your pets and guests 5% damage, it gives you 35 charisma, and a 7% chance of full player side celerity with a charisma versus charisma save. The celerity locks your misc slot, and it's a low upkeep at 56 SP per turn. The 2018 quest is Season of Shipping. There are no notable monsters, but there are several ninjas and a 6k HP boss with no boss boost, damage cap, or freedom. The rewards are the Foam Finger Weapon, which is a 0 proc melee fire fist that boosts pet damage by 12.5%, and you can pay SP to either boost pet and guest damage by 25% each, or pet damage by 50%. An attack is not required, and the level 5 version gives the full boost for a much cheaper SP cost. There's the Summon Aquila spell, which is a water spell, summons an MP costing water guest with an accurate damage mode, and a significantly accurate damage mode totaling plus 12.5 BTH from the MC and the Lean, and a daze mode that pays half damage to inflict a 55% daze based on water resistance. The 2019 quest is called Obsession, and there are no notable monsters except the Nightmare Queen, who does not have freedom, boss boost, or a damage cap. The Cane Sword is a 20 proc melee fire sword with a -5 bonus to hit lean. It can be clicked to spend 78 SP to passively inflict a 4-turn power 1 burn. And Kandi's Gown is a fully offensive dark fire compression armor, 39 fire and 42 dark, and it has a skill that pays 78 SP per turn to attempt a base 8.5% chance to fear the foe, multiplied by the elemental resistance of whatever you attacked with, or spellcast with. It works on spells as well. And there's the Love Machine version QD314, which is a normal fire pet that has a 25% chance to do 20% extra damage. No quest in 2020, but the 2021 quest was Last Resort. There were no notable monsters, just a pack of 3 angry fans or whatever, and also if you pick the boss fight mode, you will have to fight 4 battles without healing, so keep that in mind. Be careful and manage your resources. I nearly died in the video. I had to chug potions. The reward is the Sunburst Amulet, which is a misc that gives 50 charisma, dexterity, and 40 luck. It also gives 20 burn potency while equipped, and it can be clicked for an overcharged SP skill costing 523 SP that inflicts an extremely strong fire burn worth 300% melee, and it's at a -20 save, and it's split over 5 turns. 2022 quest is called Express Shipping. It has no significantly difficult monsters, and the reward is the fan cameo, which is a call SP guest, and it's a booster style guest that boosts harm damage by 30% and gives 45% backlash. So a slightly stronger boost for harm than EOC, for example, but slightly weaker backlash. Finally, the 2023 quest that just came out. Very humorous quest, I recommend playing through it. Love or Thunder. There are no significantly difficult monsters. Even the boss doesn't have freedom or damage cap. And the rewards are the Thunder Gown / Thunder Groom, or Thunder Bride and Thunder Groom, I can't remember. The Spellcaster Lean's armors, they're two Spellcaster Lean armors which are identical, and they're energy armors with a built-in energy spell with an MP cost at about 1.65 LE count, so it's quite strong, and no notable secondary resistances. There's also the Hammerfall spell, which is a token cost, energy efficient spell, so it costs like 260 mana roughly, and the MC makes the spell deal 1.5 times Lucky Strike damage. Extremely powerful, but it does cost tokens. That is pretty much it for Snugglefest. I hope this guide was helpful, and I hope that some of the information, both in the video and in the Google Doc, linked in the description, are helpful to you. Please let me know what you think down in the comments, and if you have any questions, comments, related issues, let me know, and I'll try to help you out with it. Otherwise, have a great day, treat yourself well, and spread some peace and love. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.